Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today I honestly just want to talk about why is it so hard to navigate your 20s. And apartment, kudos to you, but it's hard out here. Even having a job, like there's no way you can make ends meet anymore. And then plus if you want kids, it's just like, why are we having kids? But yeah, anyways. Um and a lot of people around you are getting the things that you want for yourself, but you're not reaching to that level or stage yet in your life. Um, Me personally, being 21 now, I really don't be on Instagram or social media. I hop back and forth here and there sometimes, but honestly, it's just better to be off of social media in your 20s, 21, a lot of people would, celebrate things that you want to celebrate yourself, like the goals that you have in mind for yourself, but you're not there yet. Everyone's journey is different. If your friend has a car and they're 20 or has a house and they're 21, 23, and you don't have that yet, it's totally fine. Like, no one's in a rush for nothing. Um, in this society, we normalize staying at our parents' houses because of rent and things that are getting more and more and more expensive. And so, honestly, everyone is cooped up in their own little bubble, and honestly, just being off of social media is the best bet that anyone could do because you can focus on what you gotta do instead of focusing on what other people has for themselves. And I feel like comparing yourself in your 20s is so different to comparing yourself when you were a teenager, if that makes sense. So when I was I would say 13 or 14, 15, around that age, I really would compare my body image. I don't really give a fuck as long as I'm healthy and I'm living and shit. But and as long as I'm not huffing and puffing when I'm going up the stairs, that's a real problem. But as you get older, you compare yourself to other things like cars, boyfriends, money, and stuff like that. So it's very different in a sense when you get to your 20s and 21, and yeah, to a relationship or, whatever you got going on, friends with benefits, whatever the fuck. Like, don't rush into that. Um, a big lesson and a big takeaway being 21 so far for the half of the year this year is not rushing into relationships or you know, fucking around and all that. I feel like it's a waste of time. And yeah, if you're infatuated on loving somebody, you have to love yourself first. I know it sounds corny, but I really, really have a deep down obsession with myself that no man could ever have, and I'm proud of that. Next, next lesson: hobbies and things that you want to do and love to do, not because other people are doing it. I feel like that's just a ground rule when you're a teenager or when you're trying to figure out yourself. But when you hit 21 and 23 or 24, 25, your 20s, I feel like it's very, 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 very important that you set ground on what you want to do for yourself and what makes you truly happy. Um, Sometimes when you're with your friends, yeah, you have to compromise interest, but remember your own interests, It's okay to share interests with other people. It's okay to do other people's interests, but you also have to take accountability of your own interest. It's okay to go to therapy, you know? Um I would say me personally, therapy did not help me at all. My therapist told me that I have everything sorted out and that I'm good, which I agree with her completely. But me personally, therapy doesn't work, but people that I talk to, like my friends, they go to therapy, and I feel like in your 20s especially, you're so lost into knowing what to do. Yes, therapy is good like when you're in high school, middle school. Um I feel like therapy in high school and middle school helped me more than therapy now, which is really surprising because I feel like I could do shit myself, and I feel like I know myself to the best ability that no therapist can ever say to me, you know? Um, yes, my therapist actually told me that I know what I'm doing and I know what I have to do. It's just a roadblock that's happening. And I was like, I mean, you're right. I mean, like, you're right. Like, I literally know what is set for me, and I know what I'm capable of. It's just, I was just going through a hard time that time. But it's okay to go to therapy, you know. Therapy, I think, is really getting expensive. I mean, if you have insurance, go get it, go for it. Like you, and your friends that you have is not really your friends. Okay, put this into I'm gonna chop it up real quick, right? So, me personally, I want friends who want to see me prosper and grow as a person, and I have friends for different things. Like, I have a friend that is solely Christian, that we talk about Christian stuff. I have a friend that we go outside and we go to the park, and I have friends that have different interests, right? But you have to really think and write on a piece of paper the pros and the cons of that person, and if this person actually wants to see you grow, or this person is just a flat on associate. Now, it's okay to have associates and it's okay to have people that you just mingle with, right? It's fine. But I feel like now in today's society, we're so gravitated to want to have a big group of friends, and we want to go outside all the time, and we want to go to parties all the time, and we want to do X, Y, and Z, but we don't actually know if this person is actually your friend. And then on the other hand, as I said, right, not everyone's gonna like you. A lot of people don't like my mindset. A lot of people don't fuck with how I operate. A lot of people don't like that I have a lot of confidence because they want to have that confidence. A lot of people, a lot of people envy me, right? But we don't know that until a situation pops up and it's too late. I have this situation. I'm not gonna air out everything, but it's so important to have those tough conversations with those people that you are talking to now and say like, hey, like, are we actually friends, or is this just a mingle kind of situation?